This is shoulder rotation continuous tension sets. These are typically prescribed for time, not reps. You will need some kind of strap or a belt so your other arm can apply some resistance here. So position yourself, whether you're seated on the ground with your arm on a chair or you're seated in a chair with your arm on a table. You want the freedom to move all the way through maximal external and maximal internal rotation. For this, we are actually going to start in maximal external rotation. We are going to be applying resistance and force through both directions. So what that looks like is we're constantly pulling with the strap towards the floor to provide an eccentric load going down, and then we're going to continue to pull towards the floor, but we are going to allow this working arm to overcome it and produce a concentric contraction pulling back up. At no point do you release tension or rest. The point is to continuously move to internal and external rotation for the duration of the time that's prescribed. So the motion looks like this. You get set up, maximal external rotation. Opposite arm is going to start to apply resistance. At some point, you're going to keep applying resistance until it overcomes your working arm, moving into an internal rotation motion. And you're going to go all the way to the end range. Now, I'm constantly trying to stop this from happening with my working arm. Once you get to end range, then you're going to loosen up your tension with your opposite arm just enough to allow your working arm to overcome it. Come back up into maximal external range. You're still working. You haven't released tension, you just reduced it. Now, we pull harder to overcome, going back down into internal rotation. No rest between reps, constant tension. Internal, external, internal, external. This is not a bad pace. Overcoming now, reduce my resistance just enough so I can start to rotate back up and out. It gets really challenging. You will find that as your time ticks on, you can't pull quite as hard with this arm because fatigue is simply setting in. Go all the way into internal. Don't shortchange yourself on range of motion at any point. Continuing to work for the duration of your time. If you have more than one set of continuous tension sets, I'm sorry, that's rough. But take enough rest time that you'll need to do another effective set. And that will depend on what your coach has prescribed for you for these sets.